Kamala Harris and Donald Trump did square off in last night's presidential debate. The candidates each trying to make their case to voters on the top issues that face our nation, including the economy. But was it enough to sway the undecided? Let's bring in former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. And Newt, do you think that last night's debate moved that needle at all? And I just want to point our viewers' attention and yours to the fact that we are going to continue to look at these live pictures from Ground Zero as the ceremony gets underway at Ground Zero. So, you know, from last night to today, a lot at stake for the nation.
Well, I think in a sense, 9/11 is a great reminder of how serious picking a president is. The world is very dangerous. That danger can come right here at home, and having a strong commander-in-chief is a very key factor in keeping all of us safe. So in a sense, having 9/11 immediately after the debate is a pretty good reminder of how serious picking a president is. I thought last night, first of all, it was clearly a 3-on-1 debate. The ABC performance was probably the most outrageous, one-sided, and frankly dishonest performance that I've ever seen. On some of the things they talked about, the ABC people were just plain factually wrong while they were trying to correct President Trump. I thought Vice President Harris, in all fairness, was much better prepared, much more, had her act much more together than I thought she would, and you have to give her some credit for that. She had poise, she had answers. Now, when it got to the economy, she danced around it. She explained that she was middle class and had been raised by a middle class mother. She never talked about what you just brought up, which was the inflation rate. The price of beef, for example, has gone up 26% since Kamala Harris became vice president. The price of gasoline has come up. Go through almost everything. So I think the problem she had is pretty good debate, but the facts are very deeply against her. The challenge for President Trump was to fight his way past a 3-person team with the 2 ABC people serving as blocking guards for her, and to make his case. And my guess is, I just did a newsletter at Gingrich 360 this morning. Right. You look at the polling data, and pretty consistently, people thought that Trump got his points across, even though they thought she did pretty well as an actress, but she didn't have the answers that they wanted. On the economy, for example, even CNN said that he had a 20-point advantage on the issue that's the most important.
Newt, as we're looking at these live pictures, I'm reminded again of what we heard last night. There were the issue of the disastrous pullback and pullout of Afghanistan. The loss of our 13 service members at Abbey Gate is something that is very fresh. There was a ceremony on Capitol Hill yesterday for those Gold Star families. But the issue of Israel, of the war between Russia, between Ukraine, a lot of time was spent on that last night. And it reminds us that the country is in a fragile state right now and that we do need leadership. Talk to that for a moment here, Newt.
Look, it's very simple. You saw 4 years of Donald Trump getting us out of wars, having a world that was relatively peaceful, no attack by Putin, no attack by Hamas, Iran being corralled and, frankly, starved of money. And then you saw 4 years of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. The world's a disaster. There's a war in Ukraine. There's a war in Gaza. There's a constant growth of power by Iran. The Chinese are pushing very hard in Asia. You have to decide. I'm a Republican, and I happen to believe that President Trump, in fact, is dramatically stronger in dealing with a dangerous world than Kamala Harris would be.
All right, Newt Gingrich, we appreciate your time this morning, and certainly a reminder to all of us of what is at stake for our nation right now as we watch these live pictures from Ground Zero. Freedom is not free, and we know that, and we remember that on a day like today. Again,